Hello everyone and welcome back to Basco Bricks. Today I have a new LEGO Star Wars set review for you all. This is the 2017 Darth Vader's transformation set. This is of course depicting the scene where Anakin Skywalker gets his suit for the first time. And this set comes with a total of 4 minifigs. We have Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, Emperor Palpatine, a droid, and Darth Vader / Anakin Skywalker, however you want to call him. And of course the build is the kind of medical bay that this suit is put on in. And if you end up enjoying today's video, maybe consider subscribing, as I am planning on also reviewing this set from 2005, the original Darth Vader's transformation, and then making another video comparing the two. So if that sounds interesting to you, maybe consider subscribing, and let's get into the review. Alright, so let's start off with the minifigure, starting with Darth Vader here. This is probably the minifigure that would compel most people to purchase this set, as it is Darth Vader. So he does have his, famous red lightsaber, which, not really much to say about that. We've gotten that for a very long time. I can move that aside real quick. I can show you his, honestly, very nice torso printing. The Darth Vader has gotten very good over the years. He does use this softer, more flexible cape, but sadly there is no back printing, which just feels odd for a minifigure that otherwise has very good detail. He uses the new helmet mold, which I like, and underneath you can see there we have a scarred Anakin Skywalker, being that this suit has just been put on so he still has not completely healed. I shouldn't say healed, but his face is not great. Overall, I'm very happy with this helmet mold that LEGO has made. I know there have been some complaints, but a lot like the new dual molded Stormtrooper helmet, this has grown to me quite a bit, and I just love that feature to be able to take it off. So, yep, that's this guy. Let's get into the next minifigure. Alright, so here is Anakin Skywalker, or Darth Vader, once again, however you wish to pronounce him at this time period in his life. Now, this is right after the Battle of Mustafar, but not right after, as he does have some mechanical implants. That's why he has this silver legs down there, and he has gray hands to represent some machinery that is being put on, so he is in the middle of being reconstructed. Well, it definitely would have been nice to get an Anakin Skywalker that was right after the Battle of Mustafar. I think that would be more helpful in, like, Mustafar mocks. I understand why LEGO did this, so, I think it's much easier to depict him with with actual hands, and that gives us a complete minifigure as well. So in terms of printing, there's a little that the opaqueness of his flesh right there does not really match as well to his actual skin, as I'm sure you can see there, which is really the worst part about this minifigure, because otherwise I feel like this is a very well done minifigure, and definitely a necessary one to the set. And I mean, besides that kind of flesh printing on his chest there, this overall, a pretty darn well-made minifigure, I should say. That head is the same one that comes with Darth Vader, so you are getting 2 of those. So, yep, let's get on to the next minifigure. Alright, so our next minifigure is just a droid that's kind of helping the reconstruction of Anakin Skywalker. I do believe that is supposed to be a third leg. While it may look a bit goofy, I believe compared to the source material, this is probably the best that LEGO can do, so I applaud them for their effort. But, I mean, overall, this looks like it's a unique, but at the same time, kind of a standard droid. There's some unique, I think, ways to attach parts, like right there. That's kind of cool. I mean, there's not really too much to say. This set does come with a full set of tools, so you have plenty of accessories to use on the minifigures. But, I mean, there's not much to say here. It's just kind of a neat little droid. That's just about it here. Alright, so our final minifigure is Emperor Palpatine. So he does come with a lightsaber, but we'll see that when we take a look at the build. So we've got this minifigure. It's come in quite a couple of sets. I'll take the hood off, which is the I believe now retired hood piece. I think it's retired. And there is his torso printing. For some reason, this Emperor Palpatine is kind of I think that eye right there is a little off. But, I mean, I'm really not a huge fan. Okay, that's a good Emperor Palpatine face. This one, not so much. I don't like that one as much. It's not as menacing as I feel like it should be. But, I mean, that's that. He has the same cape as Vader, and no printing on the back once again. Just kind of disappointing. But, I mean, overall, it's a pretty good minifigure. And, yep, let's get on to the bulk of this set. Now, I should offer my sincerest apologies to everyone. I know the lighting here at times is going to be kind of miserable. I've been messing around with lighting for like the past 10 minutes or so, and I have not gotten I've not been, like, this white, as you can see, is just kind of very bright. And whenever I got to a point where for the most part it isn't doing that, the screen's very dark. So I hope that this doesn't ruin the experience, and just for the time being, might be a little bit zoomed out because I am going to have to use both of my hands to demonstrate some of the features. You didn't see that. Alright, so I guess we have Anakin Skywalker up here, right? And what you do, you have Anakin Skywalker, and you turn it around, and now you have Darth Vader. Now, of course, in the construction of his suit, he's like this, and once you're done with the suit, you turn it around, and there he is. Now, what you do is that you have his helmet, which is connected on some rubber pieces, so it does stay, and this is the part that I need to use both hands for. It can be a little bit tricky to do, but you just kind of plop it on there. Now, it's pretty good. You can see I did have a little bit of pieces slide over there, but overall, I think this works pretty well. So, and then you have Darth Vader, you can come up, and then, now you can do the famous, nose scene once he finds out that he supposedly killed Padme. You can knock that over, as I did previously, knock that over. Let's take a look at these again real quickly. Now, this just comes with a small little droid in it, and then Palpatine and Vader's lightsaber. Now, I should quickly say, there are quite a bit of tools in this set. There is an extra one here that I couldn't really find a place to put, or like put in a minifigure hand. Here's a droid that is going to be operating on Vader. You have some fluids there, and just a bunch of tools. So if you're into Lego tools, you're gonna like this set. So I mean, besides that, there's not too much more to say. I'm just gonna get these out of the way. This is in a rather circular fashion, and if you look on the underside, you might have some trouble connecting that to a base plate if you wish to do so, but overall this is just kind of like a cool little display item, and has some cool play features. I think this works pretty well here. So yeah, that's it. Let's get on to the overview. Alright, so overall, I feel like there's not too much here. Considering that the scene that Lego had to work with, I feel like they did a good job. But, I feel like they did the best that they could, but it's just the scene that's kind of holding them back. I feel like that, just in my opinion, from a kid's perspective, this is mostly just for, like, the minifigures, like the Darth Vader and the Palpatine, where there are some very cool and very clever play features present in this set. At least in my opinion, I think that, they may be cool for a kid at first, but they'll just kind of slowly forget about this set itself and gravitate towards other, maybe more fun sets, and this will just kind of slowly disassemble over time. So, but as a small display item, it's pretty good. There's quite a few ways you can configure this. If you are going to be displaying this, maybe you might want to modify it a little bit, like maybe modify this so it's not sticking out as much, and maybe modify this so that's more flat. That's a lot flatter. But I'm especially pretty impressed with the mechanic here. So can I take his helmet? Okay, I don't think you can take the helmet off, but it works well in that sense. Some pretty fun features. This is fun enough, I suppose, but once again, I don't think it's going to be used that much. So overall, I feel like this is just, like a kind of cool looking thing with some good minifigures. So overall, that's kind of just, that's just about it for this set. I know the set isn't out there anymore, but if you're looking to get this set, I definitely recommend it if you have like maybe especially if you're into Darth Vader and kind of the Sith side of things, you get some good minifigs in that sense. This set definitely has a little bit more of a darker tone to it. So if you have like a little bit of room for a very small diorama, and you're into this scene, you like Darth Vader, maybe I'd recommend this. But once again, for like, if you really want this to like look very good on display, there's quite a couple of things you probably need to modify. But with that out of the way, everyone, that's going to be it for today's video, and I hope to see you in my next video.